We have the electric line, properly mounted secure at both ends, no brazen bolts or cuts, and no exposed wires. Only thing run through here is wires. Air lines, properly mounted secure at both ends, no brazen bolts or cuts, and it's not leaking. These are your glad hands. Properly mounted secure, the glad hand seals are in good condition, no cracks or dry rotting, and it's not leaking. Now we go under here. This is called your apron. This here is the apron. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. And then we go to the gap. There's no gap between the apron and the skid plate. So the gap, there's no visible gap between the apron and the skid plate. The skid plate is this. This is properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and properly lubed. Now, then we go to the kingpin.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good. That's the kingpin back there. The kingpin, properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. And what's locked around the kingpin is that bar. So that's called a locking jaw. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and fully wrapped around the kingpin. Okay, let's head on back out. And then we go to the release arm. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, it's in the fully locked position. This is your platform. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. These are your mountain boats. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and none of them are missing. And then the final one is the sliding fifth wheel, the locking pin, and the airline. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, is in a fully locked position. The airline is properly mounted secure at both ends, no abrasion bolts or cuts, and it's not leaking. That's covered. So, I'm gonna give you we're gonna do the light inspection. This is something you're gonna have to do on your test. So the first thing you're gonna tell the examiner is, sir, I'm gonna check all my lights, reflectors and reflective lens the same way. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, clean and illuminated with the color of amber to the front and side and red to the rear. Now, once you give that speech, you're gonna point out all the lights on the truck, and we're gonna start at the top. This is clearance lights at the top. Headlight, marker light. Follow me on around. Marker light. Marker light. Reflective tape all the way down. We got reflective tape here. Brake lights. Marker light. Marker light. Marker light, ABS light. In the back, we have reflective tape on the top and bottom. Brake light, marker light, brake light. Marker light, reflective tape all the way down. Marker light. Marker light. Marker light. Reflective tape. Marker lights. Marker light. Marker light. And back to the front with the headlight. Now, we went all the way around the truck. After we do that, we got to tell the examiner we're going to do our 5x5s. Now, the 5x5s are your 5 functions and your 5 locations. The 5 functions are left turn signal, right turn signal, 4-way flasher, high beam, and brake light. The 5 location will be front of the truck, both sides of the truck, the back of the truck, both sides of the trailer, and the back of the trailer. So you guys are going to be the examiner, I'm the student. Sir, can you help me check my 5 functions with my lights? And I'm going to get in, you guys stand here, and as I turn on the lights and call it out, you give me a thumbs up to let me know they're working, okay? So I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna hit the code, turn the key 1 click where it's on, not running, and put on all my lights. Okay, left turn signal. Give me a thumbs up. Right turn signal. My high beams. Headlight flashes. Okay, sir, can you go to the back of my truck? Walk to the back of the truck. Right up under the trailer to the back of my truck. Okay, left signal. Right signal. 4 ways. My brake lights. Go to the back of my trailer.
Coldest today. Let's see if I can do this pre-trip without too much going on. Alright, so we got our general hoses properly mounted, secured on both ends. No abrasion bulges, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. So that's like the ABC abbreviation. The ABC abbreviation is no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. Like I said, properly mounted, secured on both ends, and that's the passenger side of general hose. That part pretty easy. And then before that, on the pre-trip, you gotta say, check under the hood, check under, make sure it's not leaning left or right, and there's no leaks at the bottom. And now on the driver's side, we got general hoses, no bulges, no abrasions, no cuts, properly mounted, secured, no leaks. We got our coolant, properly mounted, secured, filled to manufacturer specification. I'm just gonna do the CBC, no cracks, brakes, not cracked, bent, or broken. We got our power steering fluid, properly mounted, secured on both ends, not cracked, bent, or broken. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. No leaks of air. We got a steering gearbox, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. I'm just gonna say both ends as well. We got our steerage linkage. We got our pit arm, our drag link. We got our tie rod. We got our 3 castles, 1, 2, 3. Cotter pins, not cracked, bent, or broken. Properly mounted, secured on both ends. We got our leaf spring, not cracked, bent, or broken. Properly mounted, secured. I think he said not leaning anything on the side. We got our spring hangers, 1, 2, not cracked, bent, or broken. Properly mounted, secured on both sides. What else we got? We got our brake hose, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No abrasions, brakes or cuts. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. And it's attached on both sides. We got a brake contaminant, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No abrasions on both sides. I gotta work on that one. Am I missing something? Oh, we got a oil stick, not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted, secured. Check dipstick for the oil. Steer tire. We got a steer tire, properly mounted, secured, no abrasions, breaks or cuts, no abrasions, bulges or cuts on either the threads or the sidewall. The tread depth is at least 432, I think 432 something, or 432 seconds. Then we got our rim, not cracked, bent, or broken, properly mounted, secured. Then we got lug nuts, not cracked, bent, or broken on that side.
Components and the truck is not leaning to the left or to the right. Okay? Then you go to the passenger side. You go call out all the general hoses and wires, properly mounted, secure, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, and they are not leaking. Then you're going on over to the driver's side. On the driver's side, you're going to call out all the general hoses and wires, properly mounted, secure, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, and they're not leaking. Then you go to the coolant reservoir. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, filled to manufacturer specification, and it's not leaking. Right? Then you go on down to your oil dipstick. All you gotta say here is filled to manufacturer specification. Then you go to the power steering fluid. Check with the dipstick, which is in there. So now you go to the power steering fluid reservoir. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, filled to manufacturer specification, and it's not leaking. Okay? Then we're gonna continue on down. We're gonna go to the steering gearbox and hoses. Gearbox and hoses. So it's properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, and it's not leaking. Then we go to the 3-piece steering linkage. Pitman arm, drag link, and tie rod. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. There's no missing castle nut or cotter pin. Then we go to the spring mount. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, front and rear. Okay? Leaf spring. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, it's not shifted. Shock absorber. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking from the top or bottom. Brake hose. Properly mounted, secure, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, and it's not leaking. My brake contaminants. I got all the debris on my brake drum or brake lining, which is inside the truck here. Okay? Then we go to the steer tire. Properly mounted, secure, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts to the tread or the sidewall. The tread depth should be no less than 4/32 of an inch. The tire is filled to manufacturer specification, and I will check it with an air gauge. And you can check this with a tire depth gauge. Okay? Then we got our rim. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, no unauthorized holes or welds, and the holes are not out of round. Then we got our lug nuts. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, no powder, shiny residue, indicating a loose nut, and none are missing. That's it. Yeah, no cracks. They won't tag you for that. Yeah. So, this truck is in neutral. Start on up. Push these in. Okay. Now when I push these in, I hear it. That means the air filling up in the truck, and it's gonna drop. So now I'm gonna turn. So now first thing I'm gonna do is step one is I'm gonna build my air pressure up to govern the cut of 120, 140 psi and listen for the sneeze. Okay, hit the gas, get it between 10 and 15, leave it there until I hear that sneeze. Okay, I got my sneeze, governor pressure build up to 120, 140. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the truck to the center position and right back to the on position. Okay, I'm gonna hit my hill assist button, make sure that's flashing on the dash in yellow. And now I'm gonna begin step 2. Sir, I'm gonna fully press the brake and I shouldn't lose 4 PSI in 1 minute. Can you time me when I'm ready? Press this thing all the way to the flow. Watch my gauge move and stop. It stopped. Can you time me?
Yes.
So now I'm gonna hold that down for 1 minute until the examiner tell me to let off. Once he say, okay, you're good, you can let off, I'm gonna let off the brake and I'm gonna tell him, sir, I didn't lose 4 PSI in that 1 minute. Then I'm gonna move on down to step number 3. Number 3 is I'm gonna pump my brake till my warning light and buzzer come on at or before 55 PSI. Okay, it came on at about 57 PSI. I'll just give it a number, random number. Okay? Then I'm gonna go down to the final number 4 and I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna continue to pump the brakes until both of my tractor and trailer valves pop out between 45 and 20 PSI. Good, it came on about 45 PSI. Okay, now I finished step 1, 2, and 3. The first thing I need to do is start this truck up. So while I'm starting the truck up, I ain't gonna waste no time. I'm gonna get on out, get this wheel chalk out the way, and come on back in.
So fire extinguisher fully properly mounted, secured, fully charged. My 3 reflector triangles are under the bed. My spare fuses are in the glove box. My monitoring devices are properly mounted, secured, free from obstruction, and are clean. What else are on the paper? And the mirrors are properly adjusted to me. Then we got our air horn. Then we got our city horn. Then we got our heater and defroster. We're gonna check to make sure it's above and at the bottom. Now I got my light indicators, left signal, right signal. The gauge is working, ABS is on, both the truck dash and side trailer. And I got everything for that. So again, we got our fire extinguisher, properly mounted, secured. Our 3 reflective triangles are under the bunk. Our spare fuses are in the glove box. Our windshield and traffic and monitor devices are properly mounted, secured, free from obstruction and clean, are properly adjusted to me. Our heater and defroster works. You can put a hand at the top and a hand at the bottom. Our air horn, our city horn, our left signal, right signal, my flashers, my high beams, and the ABS lights is on the dash for trailer and tractor. And windshield wipers and washers, you're gonna spray that to test that. So traffic monitor devices are properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Battery box properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Connections are tight, not worn. No corrosions. The battery box is latched. Our DEF and fuel properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking from both the tank lines and caps. The caps is tight. Our frames and cross members properly mounted and secured, not cracked, not broken, no missing holes. The holes in the trailer for tank pins are fully locked position. That's okay. Landing gear properly mounted and secured. The crate handle is secured. Landing gear clearance for mud flaps. Electrical lines properly mounted and secured. Rows and rows of colts. Not technically dragging on the catwalk. Airlines properly mounted and secured. Not cracked, bent, or broken. No leaking. No tangle or dragging on the catwalk. Glad hands properly mounted and secured. The glad hands are in good condition. Not cracked, bent, or broken. Game frame properly mounted and secured. Not cracked, bent, or broken. Gap is visible. Trailer apron skid plate properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Kingpin properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Locking jaws properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Fully around the kingpin. Release arm, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Platform, mounted, secured, not properly bent, or broken. Mounting box, properly cracked, bent, or broken. Sliding fifth wheel and locker pin and airline, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken.